What's up, fragrant family? This is Tyler with Simply Fragrances, and today I'm bringing you my top 10 cheapie summertime fragrances. That's right, these fragrances are going to be perfect for the summertime weather, but they're not going to break the budget. All of these, I think, on this table can be had literally under 35 bucks, especially if you shop them around. So be sure and stay tuned to see what they are. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you to all the new subscribers. If this is your first time watching this channel, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. We are now family. I do appreciate you guys. Be sure and give the video a thumbs up. That really does mean a lot. And for all of you who have been on my channel for a while, to all the OG subscribers, thank you guys seriously so much for the love and support that you guys share with this channel. That does mean a lot to me. So, alright guys, like I said, this is going to be my top 10 cheapie summertime fragrances. These are going to be fragrances that are going to get you smelling good, clean, refreshed, and it's not going to break the budget. That's right, I'm pretty sure every single fragrance on here can be had for $35 depending on what size and where you shop it at. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and get into this, guys. So coming in at the first spot, I don't do like a numbered ranked list. I just, if they're on here, then they're my top 10. Depending on which day, it could be number 1, number 2. So I don't do that. So if they're on this video, they're in my top 10. So coming in at the first spot, guys, this is Neroli Wood from Banana Republic. And what this honestly kind of reminds me of vaguely just when you first initially spray it, nowhere near the quality, nowhere near even the same breakdown in notes, but this kind of gives me resemblance to Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. Just in the initial spray, you get this super huge burst of neroli in here, very refreshing, very light and crisp. As this does dry down, it does get a bit green and kind of herbaceous with a little bit of spiciness to it, but there is a crispness to it, guys. There is just this, like I said, just a crispness. That's the best way to describe it, that leaves you feeling light, cool, refreshed, and it's really good for a hot summer day, guys. Neroli Woods, if you haven't checked this out, 19 bucks at Burlington, TJ Maxx, Ross's, places like that, guys. Don't be sleeping on this, guys. Neroli Woods. All right, guys, coming in at the next spot, this is my all-time favorite high heat, high humidity weather type of fragrance. I love this stuff. It just leaves you feeling cool, refreshed, leaves you feeling relaxed wherever you wear it, guys. It's not going to offend anybody. You can spray it 15, 20 times, honestly, and you're not going to offend anybody, guys. This stuff, it's light, cool, refreshing. Like I said, it's got bamboo. This is Mont Blanc Starwalker, and I don't know why this doesn't get enough love. Like, throughout the fragrance community, it seems like no one's really talking about this, and I don't honestly know why. This stuff is amazing. Opens up real bright, fresh, citrusy. You got some tangerine in here. You got some, I want to say there's lime in here, guys, and you got some white musk, some jasmine in here. Just kind of this amazing fragrance, but the star of this is the bamboo note in here. It kind of gives you this relaxing spa type of vibe to it, and it's so light and crisp that you can wear it super heavy and you're not going to offend anybody. You will get compliments, honestly, if you spray this heavy enough. I think I went with like 9 or 10 sprays one time at work, and I got, I don't know, 3 or 4 different compliments. So people will notice you when you wear this if you do spray it just a little bit heavier, and you can get away with it, like I said, because it's not going to offend anybody. Mont Blanc Starwalker, guys. All right, guys, next on the list is one, it's been kind of compared to Invictus Aqua, and I can kind of sort of see that, but I do like this one better. It doesn't smell as aquatic maybe as Invictus Aqua. This is a bit more spicier, and it does have a bit more of a woody tone to it, but I do love this stuff, and it's a really great cheap summertime fragrance, guys. This is Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. I love it. I know John Morrell at John Morrell Fragrance Reviews, he loves this stuff. It's one of his favorites from the house, and man, I gotta say, I can see why. This stuff, it's light, it's crisp. It is a bit spicy. There's a kind of a spicy tone to it, but not like a fall winter type of spice to it. It's just kind of got like this pink pepper spice to it. I don't know if there's pink pepper in here or not, but it's got that type of spice to it. Opens up real fresh, citrusy, and then as it dries down, it kind of just stays linear throughout the life of the fragrance. Nothing really changes, nothing really, you know, develops over it. At least off my skin, what you get from initial spray, it's kind of what you're gonna get all throughout the life of the fragrance, at least to my nose, and at least, you know, from, you know, my relation with this fragrance. You know, my wife loves this, I love it. Really great, guys. I think it's like 25, 30 bucks, somewhere around there. You can shop this around at Fragrance X, Fragrance Net, places like that. And you're gonna be smelling crisp, you're gonna be smelling fresh, you're gonna get the compliments, guys. Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, think of it kind of like this invigorating, fresh, kind of laundry detergent, fabric softener type of fragrance with some citrus in there, guys. This stuff. All right, guys, coming in at the next spot. This is one that's pretty new to my fragrance collection. I got this probably a week or so ago, week and a half, somewhere in there. And I gotta say, I really do enjoy it, and I can't wait to wear it for the summertime, especially if you love grapefruit, guys. This is Tommy Hilfiger Summertime, and I really do like this stuff. Like, it's kind of unique, kind of different. It's got this grapefruit note in here. It's kind of spicy, fresh. It does have a lot of a blue tinge to it, so I think there's some ambroxan in here. It kind of does resemble a little bit of Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce First Instinct blue, but I like this one. It's just kind of light, a little bit more crisp, a little bit more citrusy in there. It does do a good job, guys. Like, my wife really enjoys this stuff. It's just a good cheap fragrance you can throw on. I think I paid like 19 bucks for this at TJ Maxx or something like that. You know, nothing too complicated. Kind of a light blue, fresh, refreshing type of fragrance. Really great grapefruit note in there. So if you guys like the note of grapefruit, don't be sleeping on this. A little bit spicy, honestly, to it. I don't know if it's pink pepper or what is in there, but I need to look up the notes for this, but that's kind of what I get off of this. It's just this spicy grapefruit blue type of fragrance. So if that sounds like something you like, guys, be on the lookout for this. All right, guys, next on the list, this is gonna be one of my wife's all-time favorite fragrances. I don't know why. She just loves everything from this line. Like, essentially, like, it's one of her favorite lines. I like it. It's a bit generic for me, but I do see why people like it. Guys, this is Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct together. This stuff is actually pretty decent. So it does have a blue style type of fragrance to it. This has been compared to Invictus Aqua, and I would consider this a little bit more close to it than the Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. This one's a bit more light, a little bit more fruity, a little bit more refreshing than the Mont Blanc Legend. This, it's just got this lightness to it, this crisp, cool, refreshing tone to it. But surprisingly, this actually does perform pretty decent off my skin. I get 7 to 8 hours off of this. I know that sounds crazy, but it really honestly does project and perform off of my skin. I do about 6 or 7 sprays with it because it is light and cool. So, I mean, you're not gonna offend too many people, but I would say be easy on the trigger. You know, if you're gonna be in close proximity with people, this is a great outdoor fragrance. But if you're gonna be wearing it to the office or to work or something like that, maybe go with 4 sprays, 5 sprays, somewhere in there. Or if you want to spray a little bit heavier to get, you know, longer longevity off of it, you know, spray 6, 7, 8 sprays, but maybe do it 30, 45 minutes before you have to leave out the door, because this does kind of pack a punch, guys. So Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct together, honestly, solid choice, solid choice. All right, guys, this next one on the list, it actually brings back memories for me. I'm kind of taking a trip down memory lane with this. I used to wear this all the time in high school. I loved it. I loved the way it smells. I had no idea that this one was modeled after a Creed. Now, what Creed are you thinking? Maybe Creed Aventus, maybe Original Vetiver. Nope, I'm talking about Creed Millésime Imperial, but for 20 bucks. You're like, how can you smell like Creed Aventus for 20 bucks? This is how. Ed Hardy, Love and Luck. I know that this has probably been talked about way too many times, but honestly, guys, it smells like Creed Millésime Imperial. Not like a 100% carbon copy, but my gosh, it's pretty darn close. And it smells really, really good. You're not gonna get the best performance off of this. I get maybe 5 to 6 hours off of it, but it is very light, fresh. It's got that melon tone in there, and it just works. I don't know. For a $20 fragrance, I was actually really surprised at how close it came to Creed Millésime Imperial. So if you like the fresh, juicy melon, kind of that sea salty vibe that you get from Creed Millésime Imperial, definitely don't be asleep on Ed Hardy Love and Luck. Like I said, I got it for like 19, 20 bucks, somewhere in there at Ross's. So be on the lookout for it, guys. It does the trick. People are gonna be thinking you smell good. My wife smelled this on me the other day and she goes, man, what are you wearing? Like, that smells really great. Which tells me something, because anytime I wear Creed Millésime Imperial, she never says a word. So maybe this smells better to her than the more expensive stuff. So don't be sleeping on those cheapies, guys. They'll get you smelling right. They'll get you compliments, especially if you know how to wear it and when to wear it. So, all right, guys, next on the list, this is probably gonna be the most most light, crisp, refreshing fragrance on this list, and you're not going to get the best performance off of it, but with how light, cool, and crisp this is, I mean, that's kind of what you gotta, you know, expect off of it. I know that Justin at Stay Fresh Production, he hypes this up every summer, and for a good reason. This stuff smells really good, guys. This is 3 AM by Sean John. Now, this is just a very, very light citrus, almost kind of like this alcoholic beverage type of fragrance, kind of like Dior Homme Cologne, how it kind of smells like a glass of lemonade or like a gin and tonic. That's kind of the vibe you get from this, only it's not lemon. I'm not sure if it's lime or if it's orange or something in that nature, maybe some bergamot, but this stuff, it just smells very, very light, very clean, refreshing, hop out the shower type of vibe to it. Not like a shower gel like a blue fragrance would have. It just, you smell just fresh and clean, ready to take on the day. Honestly, super good choice for wearing whenever it's like super hot outside and you don't know what to wear. You just kind of wear, you know, a dumb easy reach fragrance. Sean John 3 AM, it's gonna do it for you. And I want to show you something, guys. If you've never seen this, I mean, I don't know why, but look at this atomizer. Look how much juice comes out of this. Like, that's a freaking cannon, guys. Like, this stuff, man, they did really good with the atomizer on this. Definitely like that. For some reason the cap never wants to go back on, but Sean John 3 AM, definitely don't be sleeping on it. All right, guys, next on the list, you saw the pineapple shirt, so you're probably wondering, man, is Uniberg got anything that smells like Creed Aventus but for cheap? You bet your butt I am. I'm gonna get you guys smelling as close to Creed Aventus as $20 will let you get. So this is not gonna be like a carbon copy, 100% like authentic Creed clone, but I will say this, for $20, it's about 95% close, and I like it. This stuff smells really, really great. This comes from the house of Banana Republic, and you guessed it, this is Black Walnut Legend. Love this stuff, guys. Honestly, it smells pretty darn close to Creed Aventus, especially in the opening. You don't really, so it's not pineapple in here, it's probably bergamot and some other citruses, but it does play that pineapple note very, very, very well. As it dries down, you kind of get this more smoky take on Aventus. It's just kind of got just this little bit of a smoke to it. That's the best way to describe it, but opens up really bright, crisp, fresh citrus, very juicy in the opening, and smells pretty darn close to Creed Aventus. Honestly, this stuff, it kind of made a little bit of a hype in the community whenever this first came out, whenever people started to discover it, and for good reason. It does have a little bit of a projection and performance, nothing great. You're probably gonna get 6 to 7 hours off of it, depending on how many sprays you do. But honestly, to the average person, if you walked by them and they said, man, you smell really good, what are you wearing? You could probably tell them you're wearing Creed Aventus and they wouldn't know. Probably, I mean, if they're an average person, they're not gonna know what Creed Aventus is anyways. But I mean, for someone who knows a little bit about fragrances, maybe who doesn't have the best nose, you could probably trick them into thinking you're wearing Creed Aventus. And I like this night and day difference compared to Club de Nuit Intense Man. This to me way, way, way surpasses that. So it doesn't have that super harsh like lemon pledge type opening that Club de Nuit Intense Man has. This is very fresh, citrusy, and very light, cool, and refreshing, honestly. So Banana Republic Black Walnut Legend. All right, guys, next on the list, you probably saw this coming, but it's on everyone's list for a good reason. Now, this one is the most expensive if you wanted to get, you know, a full-size 3.4 ounce bottle, but if you're cool with getting a 50 ml bottle, you can get it for around 25 bucks. Guys, this comes from the house of Versace, and this is Mano Fresh. I love this stuff. I'm gonna be wearing the crap out of it. This is probably my 3rd or 4th bottle that I went through of this stuff. I just love it, guys. It's a staple for a good reason. It's light, cool, crisp, refreshing. It's got star fruit in here. It's got some pink pepper. It's got some bright citruses. It just smells clean and refreshed, like you hopped out the shower. Honestly, it's a great date night fragrance if you don't know what to wear when it's super hot outside. Definitely don't be sleeping on this, guys. It's a great day or night time fragrance. Honestly, it's kind of a Swiss Army knife in the summer. You can wear it for so many different occasions, for so many different reasons. And it honestly does have good projection and good performance for it being a light, crisp fragrance. I think that's because of the pink pepper in here. It gives it just a little bit more of a backbone, gives it some legs to where it can last a little bit. So honestly, Versace Mano Fresh, guys, you got to get this stuff. If you haven't smelled it, I don't know why, maybe you're new to fragrances, definitely go to like Dillard's, Macy's, Sephora, places like that where they have fragrances. Get your nose on this, and I can almost guarantee if you haven't smelled this, and you give this a first try, you're gonna love it. You're gonna wanna buy a bottle. Go to fragrance. All right, guys, so we are at the 10th and final spot. Thank you so much for sticking around this far. If you have, I really do appreciate that. But I wanted to give you guys something that some of you probably have never heard of. You've probably never heard of this house. I mean, unless you're really into the fragrance community and you've kind of been in the game for a little bit, you've probably heard of this house, at least one of the fragrances. But I want to give you something that would be a little bit different, unique, not gonna smell like anything else really. It's kind of its own fragrance, and I love this stuff, guys. I love this house for like 25, 30 bucks. You cannot go wrong, guys. This is Mandarina Duck Black and White. Now, this does have the same characteristics of the original Mandarina Duck Black, but they've put in a little bit more citrus in here. And what's really cool, if kind of give you a hint, I don't know if you can see that, it's got a green atomizer, and Black and White is actually in green. Well, the reason why is there's spearmint in here, and so it gives you this nice, cool, just refreshing type of vibe to it. And it's kind of like this spearmint or mint note that you would get in like a bowl of mint chocolate chip ice cream. So think of like a spicy, woody, oriental citrus type of fragrance, but it utilizes this spearmint note in here that it smells pretty dang close like a bowl of mint chocolate chip ice cream. And who doesn't love a bowl of refreshing ice cream on a hot summer's day? You guys are going to be smelling great. You're going to get compliments. People are going to be thinking, man, what are you wearing? I've never smelled anything like that. Mandarina Ducks, they got you covered. All right, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for sticking around. Really do appreciate that. To all my new subscribers, thank you guys so much. Welcome. We are now family. To my OGs, thank you guys so much for the love and support that you guys show this channel. Comment down below, guys, what are some of your top cheapies that you like to wear in the summer? What were some that you definitely think should have been in the video? You know, I kind of wanted to break out of just like the normal like Nautica Voyage, you know, those are great fragrances, but wanted to kind of give you something a little bit different, include some fragrances in here that not very many people talk about. So that's kind of why I did that. I could have easily put in 10 Nauticas because Nautica is amazing for the summertime, but wanted to switch it up a little bit, throw some stuff in there that maybe you haven't heard of before. So, all right, guys, comment down below what you like to wear, what cheap ones are your favorite in the summertime. I'll catch you guys later, and remember, if you love it, wear it.